Welcome to another episode of Changes. My name is Roslyn Felly. Today we want to save lives. It's all about first aid when there's an emergency. Now, how do you perform a CPR? How do you stop bleeding? How do you even, what is the number to even call an ambulance service? We'll be discussing all of that right here on the show. And of course, we have a celebrity who will be passing through for us to be jiving with him, and he'll be giving us some great tunes. Who am I talking about? The man himself, Kofi Mole. Do stay with us, don't go anywhere. This lovely place is Labadi Beach Hotel, and we want to say a very big thank you to them for giving us this lovely place. If you're looking for a place to lay your head, a great place with the most beautiful ambience, the place with the best of foods, look no further. Labadi Beach Hotel will give you all of that you need. My name is Rosie Felly. Do stay with us. When we come back, we'll delve into our conversation. Welcome back. You are still watching Changes. My name is Roslyn Felly. Like I told you earlier, today is all about emergency services. If you should meet somebody on the road, how do you actually help the person if the person had an accident, or even at home? When there's an accident, how do you solve the situation? I mean, the first aid that you need to give to the person. And today we have our experts here who are going to teach us some one or two things to do in times of emergency. And I have with me AEMT Abdul Rahman Musa. He's in charge of the Accra City Ambulance. He's also a facilitator, and he's with the NAS communication team. Welcome, Abdul.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great.
So today we are doing first aid.
Yes.
And we'll go into the practical aspects of it.
Sure.
But before we start our conversation, I want my audience to know I have a celebrity in the building, and he'll be joining us when we go into our practical aspects. So don't go anywhere, because that celebrity that you've been following will be right here, and he'll be performing for us as well. But let's talk about our first aid system. A bit about first aid. When we talk about first aid, what are we talking about? All
right, thank you so much. But before I answer that, I want to say a big thanks to my CEO for this opportunity, Professor Nuno Zakaria, and the entire team at the head office.
Okay.
Yes, when you say first aid, it's just something that you do to a person who is injured immediately, something that you do immediately to make sure that this doesn't worsen or aggravate to another level. So it's an immediate care that you give to someone before you call the ambulance or you call the paramedics to come in to help. Basically, that's the first aid that you give.
So again, when we talk about first aid, what are some of the things that quickly comes to mind that we should do to help the person before we take the person to the hospital?
So it depends on the injury, whether the person sadly fell, or the person is convulsing, or there's a cut, or there's an accident, someone is not breathing, or there's a major bleeding. So it will depend on which care you should give to that person. Let's say, assuming the person, or we are all here, all of a sudden, someone is going down. Start jerking up like this. Definitely your safety first.
Okay. So
you clear the face. Now you determine whether it's epilepsy or what else it is. So that is where you start to see, oh, okay, if it is epileptic and the person is jerking up, the only thing you have to do is just clear the area, put something soft under the person's head. So when the person is jerking, the person will not hit the head on the ground, because it's going to be a different thing altogether when blood starts coming. So with epilepsy, all you do is just make sure the person is, the place is clear. That is it. You don't do anything else. You don't do anything. Just allow the person to go through that episode. Within some few minutes, the person will get out of it. Okay. So the most important thing as a first aider, what you want to do the person, is to protect the area. Put something soft under the head. If you don't have anything, you can even go closer and put your head, your foot under the person's head, so that the person don't hit. Because when it happens, you are reacting like this. So just protect the head. And after that, going through this episode, you just put the person on recovery position, which we are going to demonstrate for everybody to see. Okay. Yes. Now let's talk about bleeding. In case of bleeding, how do you stop the blood from flowing? Okay, so it depends on where the blood is coming from. Okay. We actually have the vein and the artery. So depending on where the bleeding is coming. How will you know? So It's simple to know. You don't need to be, let me say, a medical person before you do that. If the blood is coming very strongly, you should know that, hey, this blood is very strong, so I have to do something.
Okay.
You have some that something will even catch you, but you don't see it to be, we are not serious. We are now, you look for something that you just come and put it, then you are okay. But some will be bleeding severely.
Okay.
That tells you that this bleeding is serious.
So that one is from what, the vein or the artery?
With the serious one, bleeding profusely, which means it's coming from the artery.
The artery.
Yes.
Now, in case of that, how do you apply first aid?
First aid, you must always be protected as a rescuer or a first aider. Make sure you have your PPEs on. You might thinking, hey, if I don't have all this, then what do I do? You can still find a way to do that by even these takeaway rubbers and other things. You can at least to protect yourself. I don't think you go in to help someone, you end up picking up a disease or infection for yourself.
So maybe you might have a cut and you want to protect yourself.
So basically, you get a clean cloth, you just put pressure there and hold it for some minutes.
Okay. Not salt?
No, not salt. You know, I think the public out there have this idea of you put salt, you put this, you see, the wrong aspect of it is how they keep even the salt.
Okay.
How the salt has been exposed. Do you know amount of infection that has passed through? If you don't take care, you end up introducing another infection in. Okay. So we don't normally advise that
the usage of
your
salt.
And no, we don't know. The most important, get a clean cloth, put it on top. If you have to bandage it nicely, and you go to the hospital.
What if you don't have clean clothes? Can you use, like, maybe there's a rubber bag by you? Can you use a rubber bag?
No, rubber bag cannot actually hold the blood.
Okay, so then you have to, so you can take off a cloth you are wearing.
Why not?
It might not be clean though. You've worn it the whole day.
No, you can. Okay. You can use your clothes. If you really want to help, you can do that.
Do you put it on the cut, or you put it, you know, we've seen some put it before the cut, or, you know.
No, that's why I say it depends. We have some that when the bleeding is coming from the artery, that is where we have what we call tourniquet. Okay. Especially the upper limbs and the lower limbs. When there's a major bleeding, we have what we call tourniquet. Okay. That is where they put it before where the injuries are, which means when you put it there, you tie it to extent that the person will feel that there's a tie. So that can bring the pressure of the blood, the bleeding. Okay. But when it comes to a normal bleeding, and that, you just put a clean cloth. I don't want to be specific, because when you say there's some people, I can use this, I mentioned gauze, I mentioned this, which means if there's no gauze, what do you do? What do you do? So I don't just want to mention anything, but something clean. Okay. Very, very important. Something clean. Put it on it. Bandage it nicely.
What if you have a rope and you're tying before the cut?
That is depending on the bleeding, where it's coming from.
Okay, so you can use a rope depending on the bleeding?
Yes. If the bleeding is coming from the artery, rope, which type of rope? It shouldn't be just ordinary rope, like a foam wire or a rope for a drying line. No. A rope for drying line, when you put it there, you are going to cause more harm, because it will look as if it should be like something like a belt. Okay.
Okay, yes, a belt.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, a belt,
so
like flat enough.
Okay.
So that you can put it there, that can reduce the amount of blood. But just ordinary bleeding and that, you just put your...
All right. Let's now talk about people who pass out.
Good.
I mean, if somebody should pass out, what's the way to administer first aid for that person?
Thank you very much. And I really want to, I like your topic, change. And we need change. Right. Yes. Especially when it comes to
first aid. You like a show?
Yes, change. I like change. I like the word change. Because...
Bring us sponsorship. Anyway, let's continue.
Then I'll talk to my CEO. Okay, and I think this is one of the avenues that we can have the opportunity to also educate the public, because sometimes you call to such sin, and by the time you get there, the whole thing is out of control. The whole thing is out of control. You can't even do anything. The person has passed out and the person is dead. And thank you so much for this program. You see, when someone just passes out, you don't just go in because you want to help.
Right.
You don't just go in and just because you want to help, so you just doing anything anyhow. No. First, your safety.
Okay.
Your safety is paramount. You clear the area, try to find out. We have what we call pulse check. You have to check the pulse. And we have a pulse here, which we call it carotid pulse.
Okay.
I just want to
So
just,
this?
yes,
Okay.
this. Just place it here.
Here.
Roll it down here.
Here.
Yes. Do you feel any beat there?
Wait, let me feel it again. Yeah, I don't feel it. Maybe I'm not doing it well.
No, you are not doing it.
Let me try it again. Let me try it
Okay.
again. Maybe I should
Yes.
activate my
Yes.
senses. Okay.
Do you feel it?
Yes, now I feel it.
You
Okay,
feel it?
Yes.
Then you are a human being.
Okay.
You are living. Yes. Now I can know.
Before I was not, eh?
You are not, yes. So basically, as soon as the person goes down, just clear the area, go in, check for the pulse.
Okay.
The beat that you feel over there is straight from the heart. And you realize that it's closer to the heart. It's very close. And this is far from the heart, right?
Right.
This pulse. We have another pulse here. We call it radial pulse.
Okay.
But if someone suddenly collapses, we always prefer that as soon as you go in and the place is safe, you must check the pulse first.
Because it's closer to the heart.
Because it's closer to the heart.
Okay.
If that pulse is not there, which means the radial pulse will not be there.
Right.
So as soon as you check there's no pulse, that is where you start your chest compression, which we are going to demonstrate now. Okay? So as soon as you check there's no pulse, come on, you have to expose the person's chest. But forget about gender. Here we are talking about life.
So what about, pouring water on the person to resuscitate the person?
And that is why I was appreciating the program we are having now.
Yes.
Because this is what happened outside there. This is what actually happened outside there. You just imagine. You can get drowned when you are even standing. You can get drowned.
You can get drowned?
When you are even standing, when you are even drinking water and standing, you can get drowned.
Choked with the water.
Choke with the water is drowning. Okay? So you just imagine someone suddenly collapse and you are pouring water on that person. What are you doing?
You're killing the person.
You are killing the person. So we don't need it at all.
Right.
And woe unto you. You are around Mokola and you suddenly collapse. You will be surprised to know that people will prepare. You will even know where they will get this things from. Garlic, pepper, and so many things to drown down your throat, which they are even going to kill you. If they should even leave you there,
wow,
you even survive than them helping you. And that's why I said this program is one of the programs I think
right.
It's very good avenue for us to educate the public.
Okay, so what I want us to do is I want us to take a break because I want us to do the practical aspect of resuscitating somebody who has passed out. And so we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, our superstar will be joining us for us to go through our demonstration. Do stay with us. Welcome back. It's all about our first aid during emergency. And today we want to go through our practical. If you were watching us before, we actually spoke about how to administer first aid. We did a lot of talking with AEMT Abdul Rahman Musa, who is in charge of the Accra City Ambulance. He's also a facilitator, and with the nurse communication team. Like I promised you earlier that our celebrator will be joining us. He's none other than Kofi Mole. Whoop, 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 whoop. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah, me too. Like, I feel good.
You feel cool, eh?
Yeah, I feel the vibe. Yeah.
So you know what? We are going to doing some practical aspects with regards to first aid. Want you to join us with that? I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. So Abdul, take us through.
All right. So let's say all of a sudden someone just suddenly collapses. Immediately your scene safety is number one.
Okay.
Make sure the place is safe for yourself.
Okay.
And the patient or the casualty as well. So as soon as you get there, you quickly have to check what we call the pulse. I've already showed how to check the pulse.
It looks like you'll be taking off your hat because he took off his...
Yeah. So
we are practicing today.
So you just go in there, then you check for pulse.
Okay.
Then you bring it down like this, or you are here, then you just go down here and feel. If you don't feel any pulse there, which means the person's heart has stopped immediately. So that is why we have the CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Okay.
The cardio stands for heart, the pulmonary stands for lungs,
All right.
and the resuscitation stands for to revive. Okay. So as soon as you go there, there's no pulse. Then you have to expose the chest, but make sure you always call for help.
Okay.
Help is very, very important because you can't do this by yourself.
All right.
So you just view the chest.
Why can't you do it by yourself?
It's very exhaustive.
Okay. All right.
Very, very exhaustive.
Okay. So
You just imagine
you need a backup.
you need a backup. So you have to call for help. Ask someone to call for ambulance
So
immediately.
today, that's why we have Kofi here to come and do our backup for us.
Sure,
So when you're
sure.
tired, Kofi will take over.
Definitely,
Let's
definitely.
go. Let's go.
Definitely, definitely. So
Okay.
as soon as you check there's no pulse, you just go closer, straight at the middle of the sternum, the chest.
Okay.
Just go there like this. You just put your hand here, put one here.
Okay.
Or it doesn't matter whether you are left dominant or right dominant. It doesn't matter. You can go like this and bring this one like this. Then you start your chest compression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you do this for 30 times.
30.
30 times.
No wonder you're saying you need a backup.
Sure.
Okay.
30 times. After 30 times, then you give 2 breaths. You breathe into the patient. You may ask me, why do you want to breathe into the patient? Yes, because as soon as the heart stopped, there's a possibility of oxygen and blood which are not moving.
Okay.
So you want to, increase the rate by breathing into the person. You are giving oxygen.
Okay. So how do you do the breathing?
So these are basic equipments that you should have. You can use this. This for a lay person, anybody can use this.
Okay.
So you just place it on the patient like this. Then you tilt the head back like this.
Okay.
Then you blow. You can see the chest rising.
Okay.
So you blow 2 times, then you come back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 30.
Up to
then you
30.
come back.
All right. I'm going to take you from here.
All right.
During our first aid or our emergency sessions in Ghana,
Yes.
we hardly have this. So how do you go about it?
So we have other alternatives. You see, if you are a lifesaver, you know what it takes.
I mean, some of us are not lifesavers, but it
Yes.
might happen in
Yes.
the house. And if it should happen in the house
Yes.
and I don't have this, what do I do?
When you don't have this, if the person is your husband, the person, no, I'm coming.
Okay.
I know,
Oh, I know,
the
you
person,
come.
yes. Okay, so the person is your husband, your mother, your child, very close person. You may decide to say, okay, I want to do mouth to mouth. But if you don't know the person,
It's not
we have what you call face shield.
Kofi, I think if you have any questions,
Yes.
you can ask.
Yeah,
Join the
sure.
conversation.
Yes, so
Yeah,
this is
I'm
what we call
following.
the face shield. So it has a barrier, which when you put on the patient and you are blowing the air into the patient, there wouldn't be something crossing.
Okay.
Or the bottle water, not bottle, but the rubber one. I
Okay.
don't want to mention for any advert for anybody. Okay, the bottle water, the rubber one. You can even cut it, divide it. You just divide it, and then you can put it here.
Okay.
So that you can create the barrier between you and,
And
the
the
person,
person.
so that you don't pick any infection from the person, or you introducing infection to the person. So you can equally use this. That is when you have it. So these are common things that we should have at our disposal.
So in case you don't have all these things, and I'll take you back to in case,
Yes.
what do you do?
So in case you don't have, you continue chest compression.
You don't breathe into the
You don't-
person.
you don't
What
breathe.
about using a handkerchief?
Handkerchief can get wet, and it can get to the person who is doing the rescue.
Okay.
You
All
agree?
right.
Yes.
I get you
yes.
now. Okay.
So you continue the chest compression. The reason why I was telling you that it doesn't matter whether you put this one or you put this one, because you don't want to get the public confused.
Okay.
And when it happens, it doesn't matter where you stand, whether you are here or you are there, because some people will get confused. Hey,
If I stand on the
change,
left here,
yes,
it's like this.
yes.
If I stand...
No, it doesn't matter. The most important what we need from you is to continue the chest compression.
All right.
You might ask if the person is female.
Okay. What do you do? Kofi,
What do you do?
I mean, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm following. Yeah.
Okay, but do I think you should come and do it. Let me
Yes,
see.
you
before
give
we
it a
go
try.
into-
Press the chest
Yes,
for
come and press
sure.
the chest.
You know,
have you ever been in an emergency situation like this before?
No, no, please.
So this is your first time?
This is my first time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
Like
All
this.
right.
Yes, good job. Yes,
You're
yes. So you
pressing
go
the
closer,
breast,
put
though.
your knee
Don't
down.
you, man, how do you
Put your knee down.
The chest.
No, you
This
go.
side?
You always go like this.
Okay.
Yes, that just put it at the middle like this.
Oh.
Go forward. So you as deep as you can.
Kobe has broken the chest.
So you continue. So let's assume you are in the clubhouse and somebody suddenly goes down. These are the things we expect you to do before you even call us.
Okay, but won't
understand?
you break the ribs? Because I mean,
Yeah, I was about to ask that one.
okay.
Okay. Now let me give you this. Breaking the ribs can take about 3 weeks to heal.
Okay. Okay.
When you are doing proper CPR, you can break the ribs, but that can be sorted later.
Okay.
And leaving the person that, which one will you go for?
Okay. All right. So you
Did you
rather
agree?
we break the ribs.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not common that you break the ribs. It's
So
not.
as a woman, like you were going to say, I mean, how do you perform CPR? Because the
The
breast,
same procedure.
but the breast is there.
That doesn't stop you from doing
So
it.
do you press the breast?
You don't press the breast. You still be at the chest.
So if she's wearing a brassiere, you have to take it
Come
off.
on, you cut it off.
Okay.
If you can cut it off because of time. Because when it happened, the brain cells takes about 2 to 4, 4 to 6,
4 to
8,
6, okay.
6 to 10, the brain cells are dying off completely.
Right. Let's
Yes.
try this one too.
Okay, so this is normally, we use it in the hospital.
Okay.
A lay person, you wouldn't feel comfortable using this.
Okay. So it's
So
not
this normally is the paramedics who normally
Okay.
use this. So
Right.
you just put it there like this. You put it there, then I have to stand the other side. And I just tilt the head and you can see the chest moving. Look at the chest.
Oh.
You see? So I'm breathing into
Okay.
the patient.
All right. Now, one thing I've noticed is every time the breathing goes there, you cover the mouth as well. So it's just in case I'm doing a mouth to mouth, do I have to hold the person's nose?
Very good. Have you done this thing before?
No, I'm just asking because
No,
I
no,
just
it's
noticed.
a very good question you ask
Okay.
because when the person is an adult, you have to close here
Okay.
because when your mouth cannot cover both the mouth and the nose, so you have to hold here. But if the person is a kid, your mouth can cover both the nose and the mouth.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can breathe in
Yes,
there as
yes.
well.
So-
Kofi, do you want to come and do the breathing as well?
So maybe you have to try.
use this one. You use this.
Yes,
Nobody
I didn't
has
use
done
this
it.
one.
He
Yes,
has
I've
done
not
it.
used
Come,
this.
come.
So you just
Come and kiss it for me.
yes. So you can go that side. Yes. So you tilt the head back.
Okay.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes. So you put your mouth on it. Okay. Blow. Let me remove your cap. Can I remove it?
Oh, it's okay. Like
Good.
it. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Go ahead. I want to see the chest rise. Is the chest moving?
Nah, it's not moving.
Are you sure you didn't watch?
Oh, where?
Oh,
You can see that it's moving.
It's moving. Oh,
Okay.
Kofi's
Good
moving.
job, good
It's moving.
job.
It's moving. It's
I just
moving.
saved the life.
Good job. Good job. So basically, this is what you have to do.
Okay. Okay.
We
all
don't
right.
want a situation whereby as soon as it's happening, you are running to the hospital. Running to the hospital to do what?
So let me get Kofi into this. If you have any questions, let's get talking about this.
Okay, so after like putting breath in the person, is that all? You have to proceed to the hospital.
So whilst we are in this process, someone is doing that for you.
Okay.
Someone should be doing that. Okay.
Somebody should be taking
Yes, calling for the
help.
Yes.
But let's roughly talk about the position the person has to lie in before you perform this. Some people are confused with that because I've seen that again. The hands are
Yes,
by
yeah.
I don't know if it's a door, so I should call it its side. The legs are down. Some people also tell you that you need to raise the legs and all of that. So help us with the position.
So with let's say now you determine that there's no pulse. This is the position you should keep the person on a hard surface.
All right.
Remember some years back, Michael Jackson, that they said the doctor performed CPR on the bed.
Okay.
You see?
Oh, you're not supposed to perform CPR on a
On
bed?
the bed, no. It should be on a hard surface.
Oh.
So that your chest compression.
Like tilting the head.
Yes.
Won't you end up hurting the person?
No, you don't. You are not tilting it to overextend it, but you are tilting it to open the airway. So the tongue, when it happens like this, the tongue falls down. You know, when you lie down like this for some time, the tongue loses their muscular tone.
Okay.
They lose their strength. Okay? So they just fall back. When they fall back, they block the airway. The most dangerous aspect of human being for someone to stop breathing is the tongue. The tongue can kill you as well, because when you are unconscious and the tongue blocks the airway, the person can die out of that. Yeah. So that's why you are doing that. You just tilt it small like this. Okay. Then you see someone snoring, and you are able to tilt the head back just a little bit like this. You open.
Oh, so if somebody snores, you just tilt the head back.
No, if the person is unconscious.
Okay, but if the person is conscious and is snoring, what do you do?
Maybe the person goes to the side.
Okay.
That's the recovery position.
Okay.
And I think we have to demonstrate the recovery position.
We do. Please help us demonstrate.
No, I want us to use human being. This is not flexible.
Coffee is available.
Oh, come on, you can do it. It's not a big deal. We just put it on your side. That is all.
My side?
Yes, to your side, your left or right.
Volunteer.
Coffee, are you going to volunteer?
So I'm going to lie like this?
Yes, you are going to lie like this.
Okay. Yay, go Coffee, go Coffee, go Coffee, go Coffee.
Okay, just lie.
Okay.
And we really have to talk about this AED.
Okay.
Yes. So just lie on your back. Just lie on your back.
Okay.
Yes, relax. Just on your back. Okay. So when
it's
you
only on changes that you have celebrities coming and
Wow.
volunteering themselves to be used for the show.
Wow.
Okay, so basically when the person is lying down like this,
okay,
like the person have gone through epilepsy checking and this and then the person now calm, the only thing you have to do is just put the hand like this.
Okay.
Then you bring this one like this. You see how easy it is?
Oh.
Then you just raise this leg like this. Then you just roll the person to the side like this. You're done.
Oh.
You've done the yeoman's job. You don't need anything.
I see.
You get it? It's simple.
So simple like this.
Very simple. Even when you are waiting for the ambulance to come, you can still put the person in this position.
Till the ambulance gets there. So what does this do for the person?
So this is going to open the airway. It's going to move the tongue away from the airway. So as it falls down, it's just like when you have a bottle of water. Standing like that, you know definitely it will not
And
pour.
this is when you know there's a heartbeat, right?
When there's, so after you resuscitate the person, there's a heartbeat.
Okay.
Or the person is unconscious. This is how you put the person. If the person is even snoring very deep and you put the person like this, it will go off.
Wow.
If it doesn't go completely,
then there's a problem.
it's a problem.
So
it's easy.
Anyway, it's very easy. Coffee, thank you so much.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. But Coffee, your questions before you leave.
I think everything was clear.
Everything is clear enough.
Everything.
So now you know how to, perform a first aid in case of an emergency, right?
Sure.
Don't worry. We are not going yet because we'll be going into the ambulance to also see some practical aspects in the ambulance.
Right.
But then, Coffee, tell us what's going on with you. What you been up to?
Yeah, I'm out with a new tape. It's been a while. Last year, I couldn't drop as much music as I wanted.
Why?
Yeah, because I was working on my tape. It'd be very special to me, Nakaveli. And then in the beginning of this year, I decided to drop it. Like everything was ready. So I dropped it last Monday, 24th of January. Okay. And it's out and then everyone is vibing to it. Yeah, so check out Nakaveli on all streaming platforms and catch the vibe from 2022 and beyond.
Before we check it out, tell us a bit about it. Why is it so special to you?
Because it's like a transition. It's a new Kofi Mole, different Kofi Mole, not the old Kofi Mole.
How was the old Kofi Mole and how's the new Kofi Mole?
So the new Kofi Mole, like right now, I'm deep in my thoughts.
Okay.
Like unlike first, I'm growing. I'm growing up. I'm a father now. And stuff.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a father and stuff. So right now, like I want to lay like a proper, setting, a proper path for the generation, the next people coming. So right now it's like a different vibe.
Is it the fatherhood that changed you?
Yes, part of the stuff that changed me.
What about fatherhood changed you?
What?
What about fatherhood changed you?
The way I do my things. Yeah, the way I speak, everything, like,
You want to be an inspiration to your child?
Exactly.
Girl or boy?
A boy.
Oh, wow. A little coffee bully.
Yeah, he's Kwekumwele.
He's Kwekumwele. Nice. I'm happy for you. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's why the name Machiavelli?
No, Machiavelli was inspired by Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah, Tupac is Machiavelli and I'm Machiavelli.
Okay.
Yeah, but it comes from the word nak.
Okay.
Yeah, to do something. Yeah. So Machiavelli is basically someone who has like the skill and like the tendency to do something.
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah, to knock it hard.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So how many? It's an album?
Nah, it's an EP.
It's an EP.
Yeah,
how many songs on your EP?
8 songs.
But 8 could be an album. 8 you should just have made it an album.
I should have.
Yes.
But the album is coming though.
Album is coming. How many songs are we expecting on the album?
I'm not settled on that yet.
But since you went a bit low last year, what were you doing apart from fatherhood?
Yeah, as I said, I was working on my tape and then I was having some much time for myself because, you know, since I came in the scene, it's been like busy.
More
shows.
money? More money?
Yeah, it came with it, man.
You sure?
Yeah, but we want more. We want more though. Yeah. So
is it like the money is not up to your expectation?
Yeah, it's up to my expectation, but I feel like I have to work harder and get more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how much more are we looking at?
Plenty more.
Like how much?
Plenty.
How much do you charge
$1 million.
when you play a show?
It depends. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the type of event. And usually I'm not the person
What's your lowest?
As I'm saying, it depends, but tens of thousands Ghana cedis.
Okay, so we are looking at a minimum of 10,000?
Tens of thousands, so around like.
Yeah, so like a minimum of about 10,000.
Yeah, minimum.
Okay, depending on the show.
Depending on the show,
you can
get higher.
I
want to get richer.
Are you rich?
Not really.
You're not rich?
Yeah, not really.
How many cars do you own?
My drive, but 1.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.
How many cars do you want to own?
Plenty. I want everything plenty. Yeah.
Anyway, we wish you nothing but the best. So if somebody wants to get Machiavelli, where can they get it?
On every streaming site, Apple Music, Spotify, Boomplay, everywhere you want to stream. On YouTube too. I have one video out for work featuring Joy B.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
right.
out. Yeah, and the rest of the video is gonna come too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, before we go into the ambulance, you have to perform for us.
Yeah, I'm down.
You are down. Which of the songs are you going to do for us?
Any work, mood, any of
Which one is your favorite on the album?
Hope.
On the EP, sorry.
Hope, but I'm not gonna perform Hope because it's kind of an emotional song. You know, it got to be lit over here.
Wait, so if you say emotional, why is it emotional?
Yeah, because it's a personal song, and I dedicated that song to one of our brothers we lost last 2 years, Shay's kid. Yeah. The song, they put me in my mood, like, you get me? It talks about the story, how we started, and then ending up coming to this point, coming from nothing to this point where people look up to us and stuff. We being inspiration to people now. They used to condemn us now, and right now everything turned the other way. Yeah, so it kind of is like emotional vibe to me. So yeah.
I want you to perform that song.
Alright, for sure.
That's a song I would love to hear you perform.
Alright, sure.
Since it's very close to your heart.
For sure.
And so we'll take that song, and but don't forget to keep, you know, watching the show, because we are going into the ambulance to perform some CPR and what else? Abdul, what else are we doing?
Yes, I think how to transport the patient.
Okay.
Yes, but I want us to look at this.
Okay,
this
sure.
AED.
Let's look at it.
So this is called AED, Automated External Defibrillator. You know, you watch some movie, they will pick something like iron, 2 irons, then they will put one on the upper. Yes. So this is made automated.
Oh, okay.
So when you have this, it's going to help you when someone suddenly collapses.
And it can be sold to you even if you are not a medical expert?
It's supposed to be everywhere.
Okay.
Even where we are, they're supposed to have one. In case there's someone suddenly collapse, this is what you go for. So it's basically trying to analyze the rhythm of the heart, whether the heart is into disorganized, then this can help you to reorganize the heart. Very, very easy to use it.
I see.
It has a pad.
Yes, please open it. Let's see how it looks like.
So it's automated because it tells you what to do.
Okay. So when you get this, does it mean that you don't need the whole, you know?
Okay.
You need it.
Adult
You need it.
You do?
Yes, you need
So
it.
when
because-
does this come in?
So this come in immediately when it happens. That is when you have it. It comes in immediately when it happens. So that is why you must start the chest compression and call for this.
But can you start with this without a chest compression?
If you have, that is why I said, if you have it immediately, attach it.
Okay.
Maybe that will even save you from the stress of doing the
Right.
chest, because as soon as you attach the part, it gives you the guidelines what you should do.
Okay.
Because it's going to guide you to do your chest compression. It's going to count your chest compression, tells you the time you should give breath, the time not to give, and you apply the shock.
Okay.
So these are the parts. So as soon as you pick the parts, as soon as you pick that, you just peel it. You can see this sign.
Okay. And then you just put one.
That is upper right chest.
Okay.
And we have the one at the lower left chest.
Okay.
So you just place the parts there. Then it will start guiding you what you should do.
Oh, okay.
So you realize when I open it said bare patient chest. So you have to bear, and this will attach to the skin. So we are calling on all organizations that they should get this.
Not even organization. I think everybody should get it in their homes because you
Yes.
never know when you
Yes,
need it in the
yes,
house.
yes, yes.
And so if organizations get it as well, we at home, we must get one
Sure,
as well.
sure, you're
Anyway, so we'll be heading to the ambulance, but before then, we want Kofi Mole to give us his performance. And he says this is the song that is on his heart, on his EP, Nakaveli, and it's called Hope.
Check.
ambulance and we've seen what happens inside the ambulance before we get to the hospital. If you want to call them, it's 112. Please, if you're a child and you want to play with it, please don't. Anybody who is calling just for fun, please don't. It's for emergency purposes. If you call them, they will definitely come to your location and they'll make sure that you are stable before you get to the hospital. So we'll see you again. But thank you so much, Abdul, for everything. I mean, this is actually a whole work. But you leave the patient like that.
So we'll get to the hospital, then we'll hand over to the hospital authority.
Right. Oh, thank you so much. We are grateful. And thank you. Let's meet inside the studio. Welcome back. It's all about our first aid during emergency. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Brought you some memories?
Yeah, I've been, yeah, but it's all good.
What's the fondest memory of him for you?
I think the last time we met, it was like a studio session. Yeah, the last time. And that was it. Yeah, we were all having fun in the studio, eating, making music, talking about things we are going to do in the future and stuff. Everybody went home and that was so. The next few days we heard that he was gone. So I feel me. Yeah.
But God knows best.
Yeah, for sure.
And definitely his spirit is backing you.
Yeah.
He's proud of you.
For sure. We're proud of him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this question, okay?
Yeah,
You've
sure.
been in the industry for a while.
Yeah.
But definitely there are people who've been here longer than you have been. Which one of them do you aspire to be like in future? In Ghana.
In Ghana.
In Ghana.
What should I say? Me, the level I want to go, like a very high level.
Higher than everybody else here in Ghana, even those here?
Yeah, sky is the limit. Like, sky no be the limit safe.
So not like a Shatawale, not like a Sarkodie, not like Stonebwoy. You want to be higher than them. You think they haven't reached there yet for you?
Yeah, they've done what they can. Yeah, they've get to some levels. Like they've broken some locks and stuff. But yeah, they've paved the way for us to go higher.
But to you, it's not enough.
Oh, it's enough. But
for you, it's not enough because you want to go higher.
For them, I think it's enough. But for me, yeah, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah,
so
I want to go
go
more.
Higher.
Yeah.
Kofi Mole, you know you can't go without performing our favorite song,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. I got you.
For sure. Of course, and that song has been a banger and it's still a banger. And we're hoping that your new EP, Nakaveli, will be a banger as well. Okay?
Yeah.
So you give us the performance, the song that we've all been waiting for.
For sure.
But your social media handles before you go.
KOFI_MOLE. Everywhere. Link up. Yeah.
Link up. Yeah, link up.
Link up.
Kofi, give us the performance.
For sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Abdul, for being here.
Good
We're
job.
so grateful. And thank you for watching the show today. Make sure you tell everybody about Changes. This lovely place is Labadi Beach Hotel. If you're looking for a place to host an event, a place to lay your head, the best food in town, look no further than Labadi Beach Hotel. We'll come again. My name is Rosalind Felly. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.